Was a historic milestone for the Maasai community as the Amboseli National Park is finally handed back to the local management, ending decades of control by the national agencies. This story was prepared by Elizabeth Atieno, who looked into how the move is expected to boost jobs, tourism, and women's enterprises across Kajiado County.
Saturday, 8th November 2025. The bright red robes and the colorful beaded necklaces of the Maasai people stood out against the blonde grass and stunning landscape of the Amboseli National Park. Step by step, the Kenya Wildlife Rangers marched in unison, their boots pacing through the dusty grounds as they presented all 6 instruments to the Director General of the Kenya Wildlife Service. Then a historic moment was unfolding. A proclamation much awaited for 51 years was finally made.
Do hereby ordain, declare, and direct that the management of Amboseli National Park is hereby vested in the county government of Kajiado.
Under the new agreement, the county government of Kajiado will take charge of day-to-day operations in the park, revenue collections, which will be split between the county and national government in 3 phases, as well as the tourism management and community benefits sharing programs. The youth in the area say they just cannot wait to see the fruits.
Sisi wakazi wa maeneo haya ama wa Masai tulikuwa na nafasi finyu ya kupata resources from the national government.
Natarajia kwamba sisi kama vijana ambaye tuko hapa Amboseli ambaye hatuna ajira, tutatumaini kwamba ile nafasi ambazo hatukuwa tumezipata, naona sasa kama itakuwa imetufikia sisi.
This transfer of the management of the Amboseli Park is expected to channel more benefits to residents, top on the list being job creation as well as women empowerment, while also strengthening wildlife protection and sustainable development in Kajiado County.
Watu wengi sana wakupata kazi si wa huku. Sisi tunaona kwa hizi wenye Amboseli imekuwa chini ya county, wa Maasai wengi sana watapata kazi.
The 392 square kilometer stretch of the iconic Amboseli National Park, located at the foot of the snow-capped Mount Kilimanjaro, was gazetted in 1974 and later recognized as a UNESCO Biosphere Reserve in 1991. In 2005, a then presidential order declared that control of the park should pass from the Kenya Wildlife Service to the defunct Kajiado County Council and the Maasai people. For decades, access to the park has been restricted to locals, but now they feel the transition marks an end to the historical injustices.
I never imagined that this day will come. Amboseli finally belongs to us. All my children were born here in Amboseli. Wild animals have really traumatized us to the extent we had to relocate to another area. I'm so happy that President Ruto has promised that the government will invest in the bidding shanga business. I have been bidding for years, but I have never seen any tangible economic value. Indeed, this will be a game changer.
The Maasai tribe survived the colonial era by fleeing to more arid and less desirable pastures. From the year 1940, the Maasai have lost land at Ngorongoro, Lake Nakuru, Mount Meru and Kilimanjaro, Nairobi National Park, Samburu, Masai Mara, Tsavo, Lake Manyara, Serengeti, and the Amboseli, which has since been returned to its rightful custodians.
Tutapata kama vile tutakuwa na mafunzo ya guiding and tourism, so ita create nafasi nyingi za kazi.
Although there have been efforts to modernize the 1.1 million people of the Ma tribe, they remain a proud people with deep cultural roots and strong African traditions, living by the mantra that a community which celebrates its culture will never be an endangered species. Normally, the Maasai are described as tall, agile, and proud, with a spear always in their hands. But today, their hands raise the Kenyan flag as a sign of patriotism because for the first time they feel a sense of belonging. They feel loved by the state, they feel justice has been served, and more so can comfortably settle in their ancestral land.
This transition is said to mark a new chapter in Amboseli's management, one that blends conservation, community empowerment, and cultural celebration. Elizabeth Atieno, TV 47 from the Amboseli National Park in Kajiado County.